YouTube! Hi everybody, so we're back for our second video of the year. Yeah man, we're taking YouTube by storm. We're gonna break the internet. Okay, here we go. Alright, calculate the unit rate. Now unit rate is usually what operation? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division?
Division.
Somebody says division. Whoa, this isn't working right. There. So we're going to divide. Good. So pick a color, any color.
Pink.
Pink. I heard pink first. Is that pink? Yes. So 3/4. What are we going to do? Add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Divide. So divided by 1/4. And we know that when we divide, we must multiply times the reciprocal. So 3/4 times 4/1. Okay, can we cross cancel? Yes. So we divide 4 by 4 and we get 1 and 1. So that becomes 3. Great. 3, hours per mile? I think not. It's not hours per mile. It's miles per hour. 12/4. Who wrote this question? I didn't. Last year. So this has got to be 12/4. It really should be 3. 3 miles per hour. Thanks. That's funny. I don't remember that from last year, but. No, but that's hours per mile. So yeah, it should be. We would change one of those answers. Don't worry, it won't be wrong on the test. All right. Any questions? We good? We good? All right. What do we do with this thing? Who can raise their hand and tell me? Yes. Okay, so that becomes what? 2/1. Good. And then what operation is this? It's division. So it's 3/4 divided by 2/1, which becomes 3/4 times 1/2. Can we cross cancel? No, because 3 and 2 don't have anything we can divide by, and 4 and 1 don't either. So that becomes 3/8. Hey, there it is. A, choice A. Don't do that, please. It's not school appropriate. All right. Are we ready? Can I move down?
Yes.
Yay. All right. Mason works at Starbucks. Good for him. Last week, he earned this much money for 10 hours of work. So I'm already thinking 140/10. That's what I'm thinking. All right. I'm going to try that. 140/10. And since we have dollars over hours, it has to stay the same on the right side. Dollars over hours. Okay, this is just in parentheses here. So this is just like a note for myself. So let me just move it. I don't want you to think that's part of the equation. So let's move this up. This is going to be confusing, isn't it? I'm shrinking it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, just trust me. It's right there. Okay. 140/10. And how much will he make if he works 45 hours? So were hours on top or bottom? Bottom. So they have to stay on bottom. And then we don't know this one. So that's it. All right. Now, if I were you, I would reduce first. Yeah. Right. It's 14/1. We divide these both by 10, and you get $14 an hour. Right? So all you need to do is multiply times. No. You multiply, times 45 to get to the right side, right? And that makes sense because if each hour is each hour is $14, then you multiply 14 times 45, and you get the amount that the person made. And what is that? I don't know. Let's figure it out. 14 times 45. My handy dandy calculator will tell me. 14 15 times 4 to 5. $630. Hey, what could he buy with $630?
Airplane, Apple Watch.
Yeah, you buy a lot of food with $630. Oh, I'm sorry. It said solve it in the second part. So the first part was just write the proportion. But good thing I can drag my pencil marks over here. You can't on your test, but oh well. That's too bad. Okay, any questions? No? All right. So what's our unit rate, by the way? If it asked us for our unit rate, what is it? 14 over 1. Very good, very good. All right, moving down. All right, write up. I don't care if it's not in the right box. That's fine. You don't need to erase your paper. All right, write a proportion to represent Stan. Okay, let's see. Stan ran how many miles?
9.
9. That's a lot of miles to run. Okay, 1 mile equals this. So that's a proportion right there. Because it's asking a question. How many kilometers did he run? Okay, so we're going to say for every 1 mile, it's how many kilometers? 1.61. All right, so miles is on top, and it needs to stay there, and kilometers is on bottom, so we need to make sure miles are always on top and kilometers are on bottom. So what do we write on the right? Anybody?
You have to.
9 has to be on top, so 9 miles over our question mark. So that's the proportion. Now we need to solve it. And all we need, we can do this. We can do our easy method. We don't have to cross multiply. We just go times 9 again. See, our easy method. Why not? So 1.61 times 9. My handy dandy calculator will tell me 1.61 times 9 is 14.49.
It said how many miles did Stan?
Oh, so there's a typo here. It should say kilometers. Thank you. It should say kilometers. I think because there was a different version of the review and we changed it, so we made a mistake. So how many kilometers did Stan run? 14.49? Was that what I said? I don't know. Because 14.49 looks like money, so I guess I wanted more money. Okay, 14.49 kilometers. All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Alrighty, can I move down? All right. All right, who wants to try this one for Melissa? Tara, go ahead. Shh. Noah. Mm-hmm. And divide. Very good. And what do we get? It's $6 and a quarter. Okay? So where does that go?
1.
Under the 1. And what's that called?
The unit.
The unit rate. Awesome. And then we can double that for $2 for 2 hours. So that's going to be $12.50. What is this half thing? Oh no. Oh no. So 25 cents doesn't go in half evenly. So 12.5 cents is going to round up to 13. So $3.13 more is going to be $9.38 or $9.37.5, but we don't have a half a cent. All right. You want to do the last one? Or you want me to do it? Okay. So I'm going to add Good job, by the way. So I'm going to add $3.13. Anybody?
15.
Yes, 15. What? 63. So just to check, if we add $3.13, will we get $18.75?
Yes.
No, but that's because we rounded, right? So it would be 1876, but we rounded. All right, so we already know what our unit rate. I think it's going to ask that, right? Yeah, what's the unit rate? $6.25. All right, Melissa is going to babysit for 6 hours. Good for her. All right, I think I see the easiest way that I would do it. What do you think? Exactly, sir. Very good. Just multiply this one times 2. Right? So 18 times 2 is 36, and 75 cents doubled is $1.50. So that's $37.50. But you could use your calculator. Right? So she made double, then she made 3 hours. Is that the last question, or is there more? There's one more. Okay, now we've got a proportion. Again, you can use this. You can do this one without cross multiplication. You can just multiply from the left to right. How much is it multiplying by? Times 7. So we just multiply times 7. What do we get? We get 28. And then 1/3 times 7 is 7/3. So now we need to change that. How many wholes in 7/3? 2 1/3. So it's 30 and 1/3. However, you could do improper fraction. To me, that's longer, but that's okay if you get the right answer. So 4 1/3. We're going to change that to improper. What is it?
13 over 3.
Right. 4 times 3 for, right, 4 wholes. So that's 12/3 is 4 wholes. Plus we still had the 1/3. So 13/3. And now we multiply times 7. Man, that's a big number. See, I didn't want to have to deal with that. Sometimes mathematicians are lazy when they know shortcuts that work better. But you still want to show your work. So sometimes mathematicians are lazy, sometimes they're not. So 70 plus 21 is 91/3, right? And then that goes in 30 times with 1/3 left over. So we got the same answer, 30 and 1/3. Yes, sir?
Are we going to get a calculator on the test?
Yes, calculator on test. All right. Okay. So I want